What do you mean when you mean Second Amendment remedies?
So, thank you.
Second Amendment remedies, anything?
We're looking at how can we best benefit from the media.
Sharron, will you answer some questions really quickly?
Yes, I will. I'm sorry.
I'm not going to earn anything from people who are there to badger me.
Sharron, can we talk to you about why...
Well, I have to get on, but I just want to ask you to get out the vote, okay? Thank you.
Why won't you answer what Second Amendment remedies means?
We needed to have the press be our friend.
Sharron, you don't have any...
We're running behind. I'm sorry.
You're not willing to answer what Second Amendment remedies means?
We wanted them to ask the questions we want to answer so that they report the news the way we want it to be reported.
We tried to ask you that question earlier. We've actually tried with your campaign for days.
Joining us now is one of those members of Nevada's media that you just saw there chasing Republican Senate candidate Sharron Engel through parking lots all over the state. Nathan Baca is a news reporter for KLAS TV here in Vegas. Nathan, thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. So, all right, other than having to wear running shoes to work, what are the particular challenges of trying to cover this Senate campaign?
It's difficult to get clear answers about even just straight policy questions because we are trying to figure out not only domestic policy questions, but there are entire fields of this policy, of foreign policy, national security, that have not even been asked, and we don't have any answers. Early voting is going on right now, and we haven't been able to tell any of these voters right here exactly what Sharron Engel's views are about the two wars that we're in, how we're going to be prosecuting these wars, whether or not national security issues, whether or not we need to spend more in the military or less. We were able to get one question in about her wanting to withdraw from the United Nations. She stands by that decision, but why? Because she speaks about wanting to stick with America's willing allies. Well, if we withdraw from the United Nations, she has to realize the geopolitical situation. A lot of NATO allies in Afghanistan are maybe going to not want to stand with the United States. Right. We have Nellis Air Force Base right here. Many of our men and women are serving in Afghanistan, in Iraq, and they need to know whether or not the United States is going to be radically altering its foreign policy and national security stance.
So trying to cover this from Nevada, from the perspective of trying to inform Nevada voters, there are things about which she is sort of on the record from her previous career, from her previous statements, particularly to the media. You're not able to follow them up in order to figure out her explanations for them. I can see why she's doing this. I mean, if I were Sharron Engel, I would not want to answer your questions, your follow-up questions in particular about the UN. I wouldn't want to talk about other things that were in my record that I didn't particularly want to explain because I knew they were maybe not going to play so well at the national level. Do you think that for all the frustration this has caused you, this might have actually worked out well for her campaign?
It can, in a sense, because now she's able to use the news media as a symbol, the lamestream media. Yeah. We still want to try to get these questions out there, and we still want to try to figure out these policy questions, even if we are attacked as lame. That's fine. Yeah. I don't mind because, I mean, these people out here deserve to know what these policy issues are. Whether or not ultimately they agree with her or not, that's for them to decide. But when it comes down to attacking those who do decide to do the questioning, whether it's myself or my colleagues here in Southern Nevada, that's a whole other issue. But it just comes down to whether or not we're ever going to be able to ask these questions. Yeah. And time's running out.
Time is running out. Well, is this, briefly, but is this... Is there any precedent for this in all the time you've spent covering Nevada politics? Has any other politician for a top-tier race like this ever done this?
Not that I know of, and I've asked our longtime political reporter Steve Sebelius at 8 News Now, and he says, no, this hasn't really been happening in the past few decades here.
It's amazing. I hope it's not the new normal. And if it is, our jobs are going to get a lot weirder than they already are, and they already are pretty weird.
I'm going to get a new pair of running shoes.
Nathan Baca, news reporter with KLAS TV here in Las Vegas. Thank you for your time. I really appreciate it, Nathan. All right, that does it for us tonight. We will see you again tomorrow night back in New York. If you think I look pretty tonight, boy, am I going to be pretty tomorrow. Meanwhile, there's lots more from our trip to Las Vegas, a lot more, actually, on our blog, maddowblog.msnbc.com.